Good morning, guys. Here we are on Granny Kent Pond in Shapleigh, Maine. Now this pond is super clean, and we're going to talk about the details of living in this area, the schools, where you do your shopping, where you visit restaurants, and we're going to get after it right now. If you're new to this channel, my name is Michael and my partner is Margaret. And if you'd like to learn everything there is to know about living in Southern Maine, click subscribe and tap the bell so that you'll be the first to know about the current market in Southern Maine. We get calls and text messages every day from people just like you, looking to move in 9 days to 90 days. Just give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or our favorite, schedule a Zoom. We can help you make that smooth move to Southern Maine. Okay guys, when we're talking about Granny Kent Pond, we're talking about this area in the far north of Shapleigh, and this is Zillow, so I'm looking at current listings. So if we zoom in on the northern end of Shapleigh here, and I'll cover the area with Google Maps shortly. So here's some properties that have been listed or sold. These are list prices, so you know the prices on the property, they're less expensive on Granny Kent because it's, you know, a 54-acre pond, but you know, some of the houses are fixer-uppers, like my listings down here. They need some work, but amazing all-day sun, beautiful area of the pond. And we'll talk about the water and quality there, but just to give you an idea of what the pond looks like, the shape of it, and some of the prices that are being asked for these properties. I'm going to take some footage of me walking along Granny Kent Pond Road right here, just to give you an idea. You know, it's all dirt roads around this pond, and you can't even walk around the whole thing, right? There's a bog up in here, so you have to kind of go way out, you know, at least a mile if you wanted to walk around the pond, back down to Newfield, and then down Granny Kent Pond right here to get back. So I actually went to the very top there and then came back down and then walked around there. I was passing out flyers for the open house. So just trying to give you some more background on it. And I'm going to walk along here. It took me a couple of days, so you'll notice that I'm wearing a couple of different shirts in this video just to record and give you an idea of what both sides of the lake look like. I'm walking along Granny Kent Pond to get an idea of what the neighborhood's like, what the walking's like. You see we're on dirt roads. Several cars have passed me. They go real slow, and I like to learn these things, as you know, about the neighborhoods before I invest. And I look at the houses that, you know, will become potentially my neighbors to get an idea of how well they're keeping their yards and stuff like that, and the properties, ownership pride, neighborhood pride, you know, those types of things. Granny Kent Pond is absolutely beautiful. So if you guys have any questions about the pond, I listed a few properties here recently. Here you go, just trying to give you some more footage of what it looks like. And I walked halfway around the pond. I'm going to walk around the other half, but I'm running out of flyers for the open house. There's more houses on this pond than I thought. But it's given me a chance to shake hands with some folks and get to know the neighborhood, and they all speak very highly of the area. They love the pond, and that's always good to hear when, you know, you're thinking about buying a piece of property. In this case, I'm selling the property, but, you know, if you're going to be buying, you definitely want to do these things. You know, get to the property in the morning, walk the property, go in the afternoon as well. You meet different people walking at night. Go on the weekend, put your boat in if you can to check out the lake, meet some more people, and really get to know the area so that you can be sure that, you know, you're making the best investment possible. This area of Granny Kent Pond, the walking around the pond is beautiful. I mean, you probably can't hear it because the microphone is noise canceling, but lots of birds. I can hear some voices already this morning. People out and about getting ready for this Memorial Day weekend. It's going to be a great one. I can hear a few dogs barking in the background. That's not a big deal to me. I love dogs, but you know, that's something you may want to be aware of when your cottages are close together like that and people are enjoying the outdoors. That's something that you need to expect. All right, guys, you know what it's time to do is go to Google and talk about shopping, restaurants, and how far it is to get to some of the amenities that you're going to want to take advantage of if you decide to invest in this area, because we are in the northern end of Shapleigh. All right, guys, I brought up Google Maps, and you can see that Shapleigh's highlighted right there. So Kennebunk's over here, Wells, Gunkwit, Biddeford. So Granny Kent Pond, remember, is way at the very northern tip of Shapleigh, right there, okay? So to get to the coast, if let's say you wanted to go to the beach, it's going to take you all of 40 minutes to get over there. For grocery shopping, let's drill in a little bit. You're going to head over to Waterboro. There's a Hannaford's there, and there's also a Hannaford's in Sanford. So you kind of have your pick. And I think it's the amount of traffic is really split pretty evenly between going to Waterboro and Sanford. A lot of it goes to Sanford because it's got the big box stores. It's got Walmart. That adds 15 minutes to the commute, because Hannaford's is going to take you 20 minutes, probably, at least 20 minutes to get down to Hannaford's in Springvale. If you want to get to Walmart, add another 15, so you're 35 minutes to get down there. But you've got Lowe's, big hardware stores. There is a small hardware store in Sanford downtown, but so just keep that in mind. That's where your grocery stores are, Waterboro. As far as the school's concerned, that's in Waterboro. That's the Massabesic school system, so you can learn about that online. And that's shared with Lyman and Alfred as well, the Waterboro Massabesic school system. So as far as restaurants are concerned, there is like one restaurant in Acton. There's probably others. There's like a small soup place, but Ted's Fried Clams, it's very good. It's all the way down here, coming down 109. That's where you're going to find Ted's Fried Clams. So as far as other restaurants are concerned, you're going to come over to this town over here, which is Acton. So you're going to come down this narrow road right here, right, Square Pond Road, and you're going to go down to the Willie's Ale Room, or you're going to go to Iron Tails, which is close to the foot of the lake of Mowsam Lake right down here. Other restaurants, if you want to hit more restaurants, you can go to Sanford. These are mostly comfort food places. They're very good. I've eaten at every one of them, so I recommend them. So that's pretty much how it is on restaurants and amenities. This is a bedroom community. You're driving to everything. So you're going to have 2 refrigerators because you're going to be stocking up on food because it's a little bit of a hike, But that's why a lot of people like it up there. They want to be on a cute small pond. So let's just drill in a little bit on the pond. I'm going to take the drone out next, and we're going to talk about clarity and a little bit more about the area and a little bit more about the pond, really. All right, let's get to that. All right, here we are, Granny Kent Pond in the morning. Just want you guys to see how nice it is. And look at that, looking off the dock, you can see 12, 15 feet into the water down below. It's absolutely amazing. Beautiful, beautiful pond. Very clear water. Okay, here we go up in the drone. And the roads around this pond are pretty much dirt everywhere. Unlike Square Pond or Mowsam, you'll have asphalt roads. It's dirt everywhere around this pond, which I really like. But the downside of that is sometimes you can get more dust. Now, cars go slower, which I like. But, sometimes if it gets really dry, it can get kind of dusty. So that dark area you're seeing in the pond there near shore, that's just leaves and stuff. It's spring, guys, so, people haven't been out there raking the bottoms of their ponds and stuff to get it cleaned out. But it is very clear water. I don't think you can drink it necessarily. Maybe you can, but I'm not sure I'd want to. So, we're just going to look up the pond towards the northern end. It's 54 acres, 52, 54, depending on what you check on. It's considered a warm water pond because at the very deepest end, which is what you're looking at towards the end there, that's about 20 feet deep. The average is about 10 feet deep, like in the cove of my listings. It's only about 10 feet deep. And those dirt roads, that's where you saw me walking along down there too. So, that gives you a good idea of the shape between this footage and what I showed you from Zillow and the Google Maps. I think that gives you a good idea. And off in the distance there, we're looking out towards, let's see, Newfield. And, Silver Lake is off to the right. And those are some really nice areas out there as well. But remember, you're getting further and further from, grocery stores, school systems, things like that, restaurants. But, it's not a big deal. I think if you go into it knowing those things up front, it's not so bad, right? All right, so now what I want to do is just kind of cruise along the coast of the water to give you an idea of what the cottages look like, from offshore. And remember, it's still spring, guys. So, not everyone's got their dock out. You can see that house right there doesn't have their dock out yet. So, just kind of cruising along here. All right, let's go to the other side of the pond. And, so this is warm water. That means you're going to get fish like bass, yellow perch, white perch, pickerel. I don't know about this pond, but some of these ponds you'll find hornpout too, which is like a catfish. Guys, if you're liking this video, please give it a like. It helps tell Google to put this video in front of other people that are searching on Granny Kent Pond in Shapleigh, Maine. Thank you. All right, guys, we're going to start coming up on my listings pretty quick here. So highly recommend going for a walk around these ponds, guys, especially in this particular pond. Really cute. Loved walking on those dirt roads and talking to neighbors and asking them about the pond and what it's been like over the last 20 years. They really tend to fill you in. Okay, guys, that wraps up Granny Kent Pond. And remember, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, just give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or our favorite, schedule a Zoom. And until next time, we hope to show you around town.